All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Check 52. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. Good.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Second and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Donahue, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Man, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game. Oh, Prescott stripped, but a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking on the midfield logo. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Hey, echo.
Off play action. Donahue. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A gain of 6 there on first. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
40 Bravo.
Check. It's been a long day for you.
Hey, Sam off. You're out.
Check 37. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Check. Hey, exit.
Check hot.
Yo, go.
44. Record. Football's the mic.
Hey, wahoo.
Get ready.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Donahue. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer. Creates
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass,
try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Go now. 60 outlaw. Hey, C6.
Come on, QB, come on. Whip. Watch the whip. Jam. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hey, orbit. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Donahue. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Hey, Alpha. Yep.
55. Check 55. Mike.
We own them. Now.
Off the play fake. Donahue. This one complete to Devin Funchess. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike 55.
On 1st down, Donahue. Complete to Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Bang, 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 bang. 58, come on.
Go to 52. Come on, here you go, go to 54, go to 54. Right. Here we go, 46. 46.
Now Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. The point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Donahue. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
49 the mic, watch 49. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
Decrypt.
Off play action. Donahue into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Funchess. A good pickup there at 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go. Stick the oar. Hey, Haywood.
I'm coming up to you. I'm coming up to you.
Hey.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Mike, 55.
Bud. Get it.
Throwing on 1st down. Donahue. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Harold Landry in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Mike's 49.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Donahue. He's going to go deep for Funchess. It's caught inside the 25. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. From the gun, Donahue. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Go. Hey, Delta.
42 the mic, boys. 40
Down.
2nd and 4. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gano the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
On the ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Go.
44, Mike, 44. Hey,
Bravo.
get in the weight room.
Now.
Mike spoke both. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Five.
To throw on second down. Donahue. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike's 42. I'm coming for you. You mine. Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Come on. 42's Mike. 42's Mike.
Rock it. Go on. Go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play that time for the Colts. 61 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped and picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20. 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Donahue. Campbell making the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
From the gun on 3rd down. Donahue. Funches has it complete. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Donahue. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass.
Ready.
To throw again. Donahue. Dumps this one off to Mack. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, foxtrot. 6-6, pull it high.
49's the mic.
Yes. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Donahue. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, They've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to go down again. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
55. Hey, high 7. Go. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Hey, they're scared. Check. Hey, 2. Check. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now. On first down, Donahue. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the flood. Hey, check.
From the gun, Donahue. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check 3. Yep. Check 3. Out. Smoke.
Operating from the gun, Donahue. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back now in Indianapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go, 46.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. It's caught by OBJ. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Gordon on 1st down. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Following the penalty, here's Gordon.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
We got 4. We got 4.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Prescott to throw this time. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. This is Gordon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. It's a keeper with Prescott. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. But defensively, that's a nice stop there on 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Now, offensively, kicking the field goal, taking the lead, right?
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Especially since you got stopped on the previous play. But if you've got something you really like, something that you've practiced all week, and you think, hey, this is the time to use it, this is the play, I wouldn't be deterred. I would gamble a little bit and go for it right now.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Donahue. He'll buy some time right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ready? 70, Indy. Hey, Echo. 55, Mike, guy, 55. Watch the pass. Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, check Mike. Watching you five.
Shoot.
From the gun on third down. Donahue. And he's got his man Hilton. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
First and 10 at the
Down.
27-yard
260 outlaw. Check. Go.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 42. You go night.
On first and 10, Donahue. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Mike's 42.
Hey.
Let's go.
Bravo.
42 to Mike, boys. 42 to Mike. All you get is a headache.
Ready.
From the gun, Donahue. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Look at me. Door.
Check. Lucky.
Look. Squeeze. Hey, lock it.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here. A first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And what can Prescott do in the OT? Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken. Down. On is the Chargers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. On is the Chargers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken at around the 40. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Wahoo! 55, Mike 55. Go. No gain on this defense, no gain. 55,
2nd and 6. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 33. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, watch 85. Go. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 42. Hit it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But it'll be second down.
It leads to second and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Nah.
You don't want to see it. You don't want it.
Throwing again. Donahue. Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you. Tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Colts, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date